Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Ocho, as we call it.
Headquarters.
Yes. So today, hopefully this spiel takes like 5 minutes. It's like, just because we haven't chatted with you all in quite some time. It's been like 6 months since we've done one of those school projects that a handful of artists have come through. Obviously, you guys can see around the walls, you know, we've been in and out here for the past few months making this space ready. So we just want to talk about what we've been up to and all that good stuff. But before that, if you would please indulge us and just close your eyes for a moment. I want you to envision you're walking down Main Street in the Arts District. It's just a normal evening, whatever. You have an itch to throw some paint on the wall or to chat it up with some homies. But you don't really want to deal with the police, and you don't want to cap someone that's dealt with the police and is up and is out there. So you stumble and you find yourself at this beautiful place that Daniel and I have been calling Graffiti Park. A place where you can get up, unbeknownst to anyone around you, you can focus on your piece, you can watch other people focus on their pieces, you can charge your phone, you can charge your laptop, your iPad, get a drink, get a bite, whatever it is. You can open your eyes. Thank you for playing along. That is the vision that Daniel and I have been trying to create from the very start. From the very first elementary school, that's what we've been trying to preach. I love painting elementary schools. I think you guys do too. I think Daniel does, but that is, hopefully not the cap, and it's certainly not the cap for what we can do at Graffiti Park.
It's been a minute. So what's new? Since our last volunteer project, I guess in January of this year, was at Cortez Elementary School, we had kind of ran into some troubles. We got our trailer swiped from us and all of the things that we had kind of worked for the first year, so everything was gone. Dealing with the insurance was a pain, yada yada. We made it through, and Dan and I bought, hopefully you guys have seen outside, a 24-foot yellow short bus we named Gus. Over the last couple of months, we've had to retrofit that thing to hold all of our paint, which was a project. Then finding somewhere to stash that place became the issue, and there was a company that reached out called SEO Guarantee, First Page SEO Guarantee. You probably saw that walking in the front door. And so that company is a very quickly progressing company. They focus on creating websites and then all of the marketing, advertising, and everything that kind of follows the back end. And the SEO, obviously, that is part of it as well. That being said, they came in, they said, hey, we want this place to be a super cool, creative space where none of our artistic coders and stuff are here. They don't want to leave. They want to create a place that felt like home, a true artist workspace. And so Dan and I were like, yeah, that's awesome. They're like, hey, we just want to build you a website. And we were like, no, we need a space to activate. And so they were like, well, how about you guys move on in? And so now we are here until at least the end of this year. We'll navigate those waters when we get there, with the intention that at the end of this year that we will have another space that we call a Graffiti Park. So where we're at right now is the Ocho. That is this place. Over the last couple of weeks, months, yada yada, we've been kind of piecing it together where we can. Dan said that, and we can't wait to show and for you guys to experience this, because we truly want it to be a creative collaboration center. We'll walk through, but as you guys can see, we have like a full artistic studio, I guess, set up. We're gonna put in some more lights and stuff to make it a little bit more low lights like I like. But if you guys ever, we'll get into some of the rules and regulations, I guess, of the workspace. But the intention behind this is so that all of you always have a place to go and create and be yourself, I guess. And the future is now. We will talk about that.
Future is now.
After.
So the Ocho, what it is, what it isn't. So Daniel already said, so obviously we have some spaces, we're working on getting more tables and chairs laid out. So ideally what we want this place to be is just a collaborative space for you all if you need an environment to come and create and work, whether that's connect to Wi-Fi or have an extra screen or just have a place to kind of work and do your art. We want this to be that. So as Daniel said, the office hours will be Monday through Thursday from 10 to like 6 p.m. We can obviously work Daniel and I are here far after that most days. So, so those are the hours, and then you just hit us up in the Discord when you're on your way, so we can make sure that it's unlocked and all that. And then on top of that, you're all here for like it's a community environment, right? So I think as long as we keep it respectable and you're here amongst other creators, people who work here that are working on their business, they've been gracious to kind of open up this space. We have a ping pong table, we're working on getting an air hockey table. You can play music in here, hang out. Obviously cannabis friendly environment if you walked in and saw that, so no worries there. But yeah, that's what we want it to be first and foremost, is basically a place you can come and create. So that's what the Ocho is. We're working on getting like some plywood canvases and some different options so that you can come and practice spray paint and mural art here as well. And so we're working to get that going as well. So with that said, like kind of like the 3 pillars, so there's obviously a lot have been, through Instagram. We've met a lot of you through Instagram, through the community projects, through each other, that kind of thing. We've worked with you in different capacities, whether it's painting this, painting a commission, whatever it might be. And so one of the things that we wanted to do with this meeting is kind of boil down to like what our vision is as like Graffiti Park, like what Dan and I are trying to create. And we call it the triple P approach here. So it's protect, promote, and progress like local artists. And that's like what's in our mission statement from Graffiti Park from the very beginning. Before we met any of you guys, that's really what we like stood here to create. And so that's what we want to do with this space, is give you an opportunity to promote yourselves, progress yourselves here, whatever that might look like on your own accord. When we say protect, meaning like protecting your artistic creativity and your freedom and your talents, so that we can be as transparent as possible. That's why we're having this meeting. And then ultimately we'll get into kind of like the progress and all that. So that's what the Ocho is and like what we're trying to create here. And then the last slide of the presentation.
So the future is now. Welcome guys to the Graffiti Park first team meeting / hang / soft opening / yada yada. That being said, these kinds of classes, these informational classes that are actually recorded and put online, we'll kind of get to that, are changes with the website and stuff. But the idea is that if we're going to progress all of us, right, it's not knowledge that we're trying to hide and keep for ourselves. Like the whole premise of this is getting more people involved, getting yourselves to a higher level, and obviously like continual progression, I guess, all the way through. That being said, those will be probably the 2nd and the 4th Tuesdays of the month. And then we're gonna try and do the 2nd and 4th Wednesdays of the month for, if you look over to the left side, we've got like a full green screen set up. That's where we're gonna start to do artist interviews. So along with the promotion of you guys, there's, and again, feel free, depending on if you want to be, faced or not faced, we can figure out some cool ways of doing some stuff in here. But the whole idea is that whatever brand that you guys are trying to promote, is that we are part of that brand too. We want to push it out with you guys. Like we want to be your biggest supporters, your biggest helpers. Yeah. Everything Dan and I are trying to do is to kind of lighten the load, all of the burdens that all of you guys artists face, and a lot of the different categories of t-shirts and designs and outreach, and we're just trying to streamline all of that so that all you guys really have to do is show up and paint, if that's something that you want to do. If not, we're going to teach you how to go out and conquer the world all by yourself, and it's just something that Dan and I feel like it's by pushing that out and showing that and by promoting that message is that we'll get a lot farther. Chats, that's going to be kind of your interviews on Wednesdays, and then your Get Connected obviously is going to be probably through the Discord. I hope everybody is on it at this point. It is a pretty simple app, but it's just the best for keeping all of the conversations separate. So if we have community projects or commissions or any information that we need to get out about the space, or if you guys are coming into the space and you want other people to know that you're here, that's kind of what we're going to use the Discord for you going forward, just because it's a way that all of us can stay connected without being on a big green group chat and blowing up everybody's phone unnecessarily.
Yeah, so basically like over the past 6 months, our opportunities for volunteer projects, we've been kind of looking to like secure those. Those are the big community ones where you can kind of show up and paint like whatever's in the theme, right? But at that same time, we've had the opportunity to grow our commission portfolio and reach out to many of you and here to be a part of those. And so one of the things that we want to do with what Daniel's talking about is we realize everyone's like on a different path in their artistic journey. Some of you like rock your own commission structure, manage your own portfolios, you as your own thing. We just want to connect you to the people that want your art there, and then the people that have no idea where you're at on that journey, we want to give you the tools and resources to get to that point. And then this is just a community of people to help each other and grow. That's really what we're trying to get at with all this. And so with the whole reason we're having this meeting is, and what we'll kind of transition to in a second, you want to text Matt real quick?
Oh yeah.
So one of the really cool things about like this space, like the people that we were working with, aside from them just giving us a lot of freedom on what to put on the walls, like Tally is on the wall over there. So like one of the cool things is they build really cool websites and do really cool stuff in terms of like SEO and keywords and making businesses like flourish. And so their whole MO is that, like, the reason they're called first page guarantee is because they guarantee their clients are on the first page of Google, like with all of their stuff in any of the code words. And so that's essentially what we're trying to connect all of you guys into the platform of. So like someone Googles, Las Vegas art or Las Vegas murals or whatever, we're ideally like, kind of the first, like, oh, look at all these artists from Las Vegas and what they can do either together or in an individual capacity. And so we'll say Matt will walk through kind of how you can have like your artist profile and all that good stuff. But yeah, that's really like the last thing, and with that, that'll open up just more opportunities. And yeah, the next kind of hang in a couple weeks, we'll just talk about like the different, like how we land commissions, what that looks like, and all that kind of thing. And so this one was just kind of like kumbaya, a little powwow, just let everyone know we're still here, we're still thinking about you. And we've also, I guess we can end it off, we've secured what I think we've secured, we can probably say it, like the next volunteer project will be likely in the second weekend of August at an elementary school. Really cool vibes from the leadership there. They were literally like, if it's in our budget, we'll paint the whole school. So so that's something we want to make happen, and that'll be another opportunity for us to just kind of like get back to the roots. So yeah, that's kind of it. Thank you for having, or thank you for coming. Yeah, there's Modelo's.
Yes, sir.
That pretty much concludes the presentation. For people watching at home, we're going to start to answer some questions. Come out to the next one, hopefully the 4th Tuesday of this month. Well, I guess this is the 4th Tuesday, huh?
The future's now.
The future is now.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, I'm going to drink a Modelo now. Wow. Thank you.
Hey everyone, this is going to be a quick tutorial on how to sign up as an artist on graffitipark.org and to make sure that your art is displayed for everyone to see who visits the website. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go and click this Be an Artist button in the top navigation of the site. And this is just a simple registration form, so we'll put a random email in here. And now we are signed in. It's going to take you directly to the account dashboard here for your client portal account. And for all of our beta users, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go and click subscribe now on the year subscription. And I'll give you a coupon code here in a second that's going to allow you to have that for free. You'll click view cart. And then when you go to checkout, proceed to checkout. Oh, sorry, before you do that, let's see, let me grab that coupon. Okay, so the coupon code is VB5JJNR7, and when you apply it, it's going to bring the total down to $0. So the first year is going to be free. All you've got to do is just fill out the information in the billing details, and you will be signed up and ready to go on the back end here. So let me just go ahead and fill this out, and then I'll show you how to add your art to your profile. All right, so we are signed up here, and from here, we want to fill out the account details section, put your first name and last name, make sure that's filled out correctly. And you want to put a featured art piece image here, because this is going to display in multiple places on the front end of the site. Fill out the rest of the information here as well. Whatever you want to add here, would be awesome, because again, that's going to show on the front end of the site on your actual profile page. In order to add an art piece, you just go to click this art pieces button here, click the plus sign on this folder icon, and you're going to fill this out appropriately, select an image, all that good stuff. And as soon as you've added a few art pieces, you're going to be visible on the book an artist page. So if I go here, we can see we've got a test user here with their featured profile image here, and we've got their artist page here. And if you go to the artist profile page, you can see all of the past works that user has added as art pieces in their profile. The benefit of doing this and having all of this filled out is that anytime Graffiti Park does a project and a bunch of artists are involved, they're going to be adding each artist who is involved with the project to the actual project details. And so if we go and we check the actual project page here, all the artists who are involved with the project will be listed. So this is going to be a great way for you guys to make sure that you're requested for future projects. People who are hiring Graffiti Park are going to be checking out previous projects, and they're going to be selecting artists who have robust profiles, who have a lot of art pieces added, and whose art really resonates with them and makes them feel a certain way and makes them feel excited for the project that they are hiring Graffiti Park for. So again, you want to make sure you have everything filled out so that you are chosen for future projects by Graffiti Park. And then you can also use your profile as a portfolio for any future work or projects. I think Graffiti Park is a great thing to include on your resume as an artist, being that it's a very community-driven and nonprofit organization. I think it's just an all-around great opportunity to use this platform, test it out, and again, it's free, so there's really no risk involved there. That being said, this is a beta test, so we have launched this to the site. This is going to be public and visible to anyone who visits the site. But just keep in mind that we are still ironing out bugs as they come up. So if there's anything that you notice that's broken or that isn't working properly, or any bugs, please report them to Graffiti Park so that we can get those fixed. Really appreciate all of you guys helping us test this out. Looking forward to seeing what you guys do with this and all of your art. And yeah, thank you again.